hopefully this all works now. It says everything's streaming.
Well, it did for Cinderella, right? We'll find out whether or not it is going to be a rags to riches story for Passion. I feel like they've already got the ball.
Yeah,
you know?
is like Big one of the stepsisters that got in the way?
Yeah.
And now they're fighting them again.
Or
that
are
what?
they the helpful mice that help them along their way?
I don't think.
Oh, Jagasmo onto
I don't know how to
Crimbo.
pull up my
Rigon
YouTube.
is
But
gonna be
how do I pull up my
assisted.
own
Ooh,
YouTube
good
feed?
tracking there.
Like if
Trying
I
to
just
be
go to
as hard to hit as
youtube.com
possible, but Rigon and Tabson do hit their shots,
and I
and
go to
JDC
Silverwood,
the same.
CS.
That is clinical. That's Big Clan postured, right position, despite the opening from
Look around your
Jagasmo.
picture.
It all falls into place lovely.
Around your channel. Like on Flom's channel, it says live around his picture.
This is really well-timed utility from JDC as well. That stalls out connector for another 20 seconds.
No info for Jambo.
Dead man.
Oh, Liquid Navi, they're playing
Citizen's
nuke.
actually peeking into them.
Liquid
Just
better
those
at the
work
map.
timings. Falls in and
Oh,
out of the wrong
come
fights, wrong
on.
times. Now Jambo trying to apply some pressure. Searson thinks twice about sticking around
Oh,
as
I'm
they clear.
praying to Jesus.
Good control now, taken of middle. And Crimbo to be tested here by S. Chiller. Zero fix.
Oh, I am praying to Jesus. Can't believe they got a better map.
I'm gonna say G2 13-10. I'll do 13-10. I want it to be close, so maybe that's a little bit of bias. There's also I think it's 13-10 or even better for G2 if I'm being honest.
Go the other way.
Wow.
13-11 Mongols.
Damn. Opening stage buff? The fact that they played here already?
How do I maximize? Oh,
Okay.
That and like G2 just gets a little squirrely on me sometimes. So I just feel like at some point they're
For
gonna
what?
drop a map or a
How do I
you don't
maximize
expect,
these
and it could be
screens?
right here.
For the angling on actually why Mongols can do this, I actually think their tactics are better. I
Um,
they have better mid-rounding.
I'd go to
I
YouTube.
feel like I've seen sometimes with G2.
I wasn't-
if Nico
I
doesn't
don't
get
do it on
banana control, if they
HLTV. Go to
actually do
YouTube.
lose with that death ball, that opening fight, they have no other ideas of what
Yeah,
to do
yeah,
next.
yeah, just type it in
And
there.
so
yeah.
it begins, the elimination stages of the Perfect World Shanghai Major, the hopes and dreams of Asia on the Mongols' shoulders. Will they be
Type
the
in
first team
PGL.
from their continents to make the playoffs? On the other side, it eluded him the whole way through CSGO. It is his legacy.
And
he never
then
won a
there's
major.
the A. You can
Can
choose
Nico
the A or the
change
B
that in
stream for
CS2?
one, and then
We're about to
the other
find
one
out.
on the
feel
other
like I've
one.
seen sometimes with G2,
Bloody
if
hell,
Nico
the
doesn't
stakes
get
don't get
banana
higher
control,
for
if
this
they
one for
actually
an-
do lose with that death ball, that opening fight, they have no other ideas of what to do next.
And so it begins, the elimination stages of the Perfect World Shanghai Major, the hopes and dreams of Asia on the Mongols' shoulders. Will they be the
Then
first
put
team
it-
from their
put 'em in
continents
theater
to make
mode.
the playoffs? On the other
Oh.
side, it eluded him
Uh,
the whole
in the
way
bottom
through
right, yeah,
CSGO.
that.
It is his legacy. He never won a major. Can
And
Nico
then
change
get rid
that
of the
in
chat.
CS2? We're about to find out.
And that's not the start you're looking for.
Bloody hell, the stakes don't get higher for this one. For an opening game, we have an absolute banger. Perfectly set up for the desk, and we're getting ourselves into the action here in this BO1 for the elimination stage. G2 Mongols starts off.
Wonderful! 4 kills to get the party started.
And this is it. You've been on ice for essentially 2 weeks while the officials have been going
Might just
on
be
for
game of the
everybody else,
day
and
if it
you
can
come in
deliver.
And your pistol
Yeah.
round is
Then-
your two
Almost
Ukrainian
certainly.
players
Yeah,
just
however
You know,
you
this
want to
could
do
be
the
an interesting
sizing,
one for the
that's
crowd
the
as well.
best way to do it.
G2 are beloved in China, but they've also been supporting the Mongols all throughout their run in the opening stage.
Pistol dream. It's curious to see how that pans out, but in this pistol round, Mongolz MD tries his hand at the peak down through middle. It's Hunter.
Why is this
who's
one
in
so
an
much
interesting
bigger?
spot with these dual Berettas. Mazinha's been able to sneak on
Because it's
past
wider.
We are actually going to see an
It's almost just like a read with how committed he is, but Mazinha's just going to walk in. Hunter turns at the perfect second. Mongolz dart out middle, tap for Mongolz MD, takes his first head off, and the bomb will survive for now.
Hunter's repositioned. Trap laid last seen over in the apartments. They
The one on the
check
right
in,
and
so
go to
they
the
know
right
Hunter
side of the
has
screen more.
switched it up and moved into
Expand it more to the
site.
right
19's
and
gonna
pull it
deal with
down.
How did G2 started heavy over towards that B site, and so the Mongols have themselves a 3-on-3 with the bomb planted. They steal themselves away. They are all playing inside of the site here. This is very claustrophobic. And Snags clashes with Captain Blitz on the
Third.
other side. Able to pick him up. They try to swing. They try to deal with Snags. 9-10 run
What'd you
down.
say?
It's gonna be set.
I said your right browser, you can expand it a little more on the right.
Everyone
Pull
pulls
it
their
down.
weight in the pistol to get it over the line.
Ain't that a great sign? That's a 3-on-5 for the Mongols after Hunter and Mongolz take those first 2 kills. So very nice try. That jumps.
In warehouse, that's great fights for the Deagle to take. So you try and play a bit more of an anti-eco setup so they can't rush top, they
And
can't
click
rush right, give you a
live.
bit more turtle
You're
yard.
grayed out
Okay.
next to the volume.
Well, there's the
Where you were
recycling
just
Deagle
increasing
strat
it.
discussing. And
The round late.
lost his.
Click that.
Can't really see
You're a
them
little
getting much
behind.
done, but for Liquid, you
Like a
would
half
love
second,
to just
but
get some
yeah, you
confident
just wanna make
building
sure you're
kills.
good there.
You only have one so
Nice.
far on
Thanks, man.
Ultimate, and
Appreciate
the 3
it.
rounds have
Yep.
just sped on
Yep,
by.
no problem.
This will be another cleanup.
I'm about to go grab some snacks. I'll be right back before these get too
Take them
intense.
down one
Alright.
by one, and it's just Yakinda to find. Oh, and this is a speed run at the moment, isn't it?
It certainly feels that way.
All right, well, this is where the game truly begins, into the rifles. Now, I want to build on this again. I really want to send this point home. I think that Team Liquid have probably changed a couple of things in the last month or so, right, to deal with some of the issues they've had. And one of the keys that I want to look at is their T-side on Nuke, which we only got to see a handful of rounds of against FlyQuest just because of how dominant their first half was.
Right.
So right now, I want to see, you know, what changes, because people were saying, oh, look, JKS was a lot more aggressive during that opening stage. That could have just been because he was, you know, feeling confident against FlyQuest, for example. But let's see. Heavy lobby presence, door blown off.
Yard start as well. You can see JKS drops the smokes. They'll be thrown out. Wall of smoke erected as JKS given permission to search. Clear out close.
Well, that feels like a change in itself, doesn't it?
It does.
JKS in yard searching.
It does. Okay, that's quite exciting to me.
But this is obviously going to be more for like the ante in the future, but for us in the microcosm, we'll have to see if he can find impact in this position.
Yeah.
I know on the CT side, things look like they were changing. Twists was playing the outside rifler, and Yakinda became the doorman.
Does his
They're turning to ramp,
yeah,
Alex.
so he's going to be more of a late piece lurk. This bit flash, I'm intrigued to see how he approaches this. Swings off of it and loses his life.
Great
Ramp
entry.
Open. That's massive from NAV. He's opened it up, and in the meantime, JKS on the late fade of the smokes is addressing Secret. Imma makes a step. JKS takes his head on collision. Can't track him with the nickel MP9, and they overrun him. MP9 v AK. Imma comes out on top of that engagement. Clearing out and taking that window control. So in the absence of that, this could be a hard post plant to hold. Door swings open. Twist looks for elevation. 2 players towards that clock position. Crossfire.
strong.
It does look good.
To miss Molly there.
Yeah, they're not going to have a way in
It's a
now.
miss
I say
nade.
that. Wonderful does hit another. He's got 2. Yakinda does manage to bring down Alexi.
6 bullets.
JL aggressive. Does lose his life, and it's all
Out of
falling
ammo,
into
he's out of
place.
ammo.
It's up to Yakinda with 10 HP. Wonderful. Knows where he was. Time sensitive. Needs to take these fights quicker. And he has just about found it.
Hit, no. He's out of there. Okay. Yakinda up on that rafter. His ammo was just getting cycled through. He missed his nade. Other players couldn't get killed, but wonderful. I thought he'd almost done enough to buy them into
We
that.
didn't see a single one of them, but he got himself 4 kills. Oh, we saw one of them. We saw one of them.
So door swings open, first fight against Nav. Okay, then Twist plays out. They know Yakinda's still in this top row. This is where he's only got 6 bullets left. Ultimate kills JL. Out of ammo at this point for Yakinda. But first rifle round in the favor of Liquid. The building block to begin. But one more of those needs to be added to topple the finances of NAVI.
Yeah, it was a gift that Nafly gave them. Takes down Bit, you know, usually quite a turret on that ramp position. And so
They go on top pop.
top pop with 2 ramps, so it's really weak here. Oh dear,
Okay.
collapsing now. Up to him there. Oh, he hits a dink onto the 3rd. He could have very well JL made it a 2v2 there. Now Bit is accelerating into his position, scoops up lobby control. Wonderful with an AWP. It's not very well suited to the task. It looks like he's giving it a go, though. This is a very high-risk maneuver with your finances already under question. Naf, lovely dink combined with the spray to finish. Now Wonderful has to get out of there. Dips out.
Right now, if I'm NAF at JKS, I'm looking for upgrades. JKS has found one. NAF just needs to do the same, finds himself a silenced M4. It's fine to let Wonderful hold on to this AWP. You want to start building your finances on the T side as well. Loss bonus is about to come into the bank balance, and we might be able to see another one come through. It is going to be only 1900, but you've got Imma and Bit, who both are in M4 range. The same for Alexi, and Wonderful can drop one, so there is a full buy available for NAVI.
Wouldn't that be exciting if Wonderful finds an extra level of form coming into this major?
If Imma got the third there, that round is on.
Naf did well to deal with Bit so cleanly. It puts it as a 3-2 scoreline, so it's good to see Liquid have immediately, you know, kind of swatted away our doubts after seeing the dominance of that first 2 rounds.
And you can get in your head quite quickly if you're Team Liquid. Your biggest issue is the top 5 teams in the world. I think going up, and FaZe, who, you know, if you want, you could consider them a top 5 team in the world. I know their form hasn't been great, but FaZe have Liquid under their thumb. I think the positive for Liquid in this matchup is they know they've already beaten NAVI, and I know it was on debut, and I know it was about 6 months ago, but still, you've done it.
But this is like, you know, this was the whole conversation of the opening stage, is that Liquid, they don't have issues being the lesser teams, but up against NAVI, they can.
They were hoping to get JKS into some space and then replenish a smoke wall and go again. So JKS goes down without getting the room that they were looking for. They still throw out the secondary smoke wall, but look at this massive void. This is what JKS was meant to account for.
Yeah, Alexi did sweep to try and check the cross. Doesn't spot anything. The whole team's walking across here.
Yeah, but Imma's already down to B, and he's jump spotting right now. So his quickest rotation point will be Bit from ramp or event rotation. Now, Wonderful could get the late piece of NAF. I think he'll activate extremely late. Util to take this lower site. We're talking mainly mollies and flashes. No smokes to obscure or get that bomb across. Imma on the jump. Oh, what's he seeing? Did he
not see anything?
I don't think he saw it. Anything. Does now.
The crouch.
But they ducked under it.
Yeah, 3 players crouch under the jump spot. Now Twist caught out, trying to throw out a volley to stop Bit. Oh, and he's hit another one onto Ultimate. Doesn't finish the job. Ultimate susceptible, swings it to Bit.
They're going A. Maybe vent to top.
Could be a pivot top. JL